Hey guys, this is the Gaming Robot and welcome back to another Minecraft related video. I would say Birch Forest Railway, but it's not your normal Birch Forest Railway video, and you will see why eventually. I just wanted to interject here, do like a sort of intro, give you guys an idea of what's going on. So the first thing that I do want to mention is with Replay Editor, which is what I'm using, the track API, the track in my hotbar, and the golden spike either don't show up or show up as different objects from different mod packs. Don't worry about that too much. It doesn't detract from the quality of the video. This is my large shipping container, which I'm currently living in. I'll probably give a view of it later on. This is my horse. It's just there. I keep it fed. I look after it. And in here we have our to-do or planned list. I'll give you a look here. The one that I've already done is getting rid of all of the original foundations, pier, and the terraforming of the original Land's End, and I'm currently rebuilding that as we speak. And yeah, that should be everything I need to say as the sun rises. How nice. We'll just walk across the tracks. You can see the sort of finished building, but you'll see more of that later. So I'm just gonna probably stand here for a cool screenshot effect. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the time lapse, and I will see you later. Okay, so we're doing a time lapse. Okay, cool. I probably would have already explained to you all of the things that might happen during this time lapse, which is all just regarding replay editor and stuff like that. So yeah, here we go, time lapse. From what I've seen, and I do watch a few YouTubers who do like to make like Minecraft build time lapses, there are usually two ways of doing it. You can talk about what you're building, how you're building it, what inspires you, what's motivating you to build in this way or this style, in which case we are deconstructing or dismantling the 6-road shed here, seen here, and we're going to turn it into a 4-road long shed, which will allow us to put 8 standard locomotives buffer to buffer inside, and also get rid of some very tight and annoying points. But less about that. The second option is to talk about how life is going, what you're doing, or a topic of conversation, or something like that. Here we're dismantling the smoke ventilator. It's pretty clunky. But because this is the first time lapse of what could be a possible series or like an add-on to the current Birch Forest Railway series, I'm going to bounce between both of those options and try and make a hybrid, I guess. So yeah, here we go. Don't expect any consistency with what's being built and deconstructed or dismantled. What a fancy word. I have no consistency. I just wanted to break that block right there because it was near. So we're currently just dismantling the side roof, and then we move on to the front section of the sidewall, and then from there we will just dismantle the lean-to and then fill that in. As you can see, inside the shed we have 2 locos. We have a King Class GWR King Class locomotive, and then behind that is the A1 Tornado in the BR blue sort of, or like the royal blue Tornado Trust, A1 Trust locomotive livery. So yeah, there's that. Currently just filling in with dirt, and then from there we just move to the sidewall. Yep. So yeah, this is essentially just a proof of concept to show the work that goes on behind the scenes, because it's not really featured much during the videos, as I tend to focus on the locomotives and showcasing all of how it works, how it looks, giving my own thoughts and opinions and such, and as such small builds that just appear and disappear in the world aren't really seen much by viewers. So yeah, this is just a proof of concept, and there's two ways of doing this. I can do how I'm doing now with a replay editor and some voiceover, which takes a bit of time. Here I'm just measuring the loco so I can expand the shed back, which takes a bit of time, but it's pretty easy to get the hang of after you give it a go, which, like most things. Or I can get an alt account in, position it near the build subject or around it, and then speed that up by a times multiplier, and then probably either do voiceover again or put some music. Hopefully I'll put background music to cover up the silences. Please say I did. But yeah, now we're just filling in the foundations, which we already got rid of with dirt, moving on to the skylights. And then we are just getting rid of the roof, modeling the curve of the roof on the left side, or repositioning it. There we go. Adding some stairs, getting rid of the interior, more of the smoke ventilator going. And then we just build a template for where the roof line will be. And then, because I don't want to do the roof right away, because it's really time consuming and awkward building on thin air, I decided to get rid of all of the grass in the now new section of the shed and replace it with grey concrete. And then from there, once again, trying to get away from building the roof, I moved the locos onto the shed roads and redo the track inside to just extend it, moving tornado back to check clearances and, you know, space between, that sort of stuff. And then from there, I once again just keep doing the track, which you can't see, so it doesn't really help. And we get a nice shot of all the locos on shed, and from left to right we have A1 class Tornado, King class, GWR King class unnamed, 4400 class in BR Black, class standard class 7 Black Prince, which will feature in a later video. I'll talk about that in a minute, and class 47 in what I believe is an engineering trains livery. So yeah, now I just decide to build a wall, the side wall. And yeah, I have been trying to, with the fact that I now have two alt accounts, or a alt account, I've been trying to work out how to do the double heading function. Well, not double heading function, but just trying to get it to work and such. And it does work, I have done it, but having a 4400 pilot, a rather large and heavy standard class 7, doesn't really make it work like it's supposed to. So I might have to have the standard class 7 in a different video, and then have probably two similar size tank locos double heading, or maybe a standard train loco and then a smaller standard train loco and a tank loco, for example, a Black 5 and a 4400. Now we're doing the part that I kept trying to get away from, which is the rest of the roof. And yeah, like I said, it's awkward and time consuming because you're building on thin air, so you have to aim, you have to like straddle sideways essentially. And yeah, I'm making it sound a lot worse than it is, but it's just that. Now we're moving on to the interior, where I just replace the frame structure inside, which is just oak wood in a sort of a trapezium kind of shape, and this is all just for infrastructure's sake, quote quote, just to do that. And that's all just for my interest. And then after that, you might miss it, but we just dismantled the rest of the smoke ventilator because it's far too bulky to really be doing any use in something like that. And then, because I like my build symmetrical and this skylight is now offset, I get rid of it. Imagine if you could just do that, something you don't like, you just get rid of. And yeah, because we now have a rather large front wall, I tried to do some details, lowering the shed doors and then putting windows in, and that basically is how I changed the sheds at Shed Station from 6 roads short to 4 road long. And as you can see, I'm just mucking around with the windows. But yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like. If you do want to see this content on a more regular basis, don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, do all that stuff that you're supposed to do. And I'll see you guys later.